Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. I haven't posted a lot of videos recently because I've been traveling, but in 2 weeks I should be back and I should be normally starting to post videos frequently as before. So probably starting mid-September, I will be back to normal. But right now I really want to make a quick video because this week there is an event that you really want to do with all your different characters, because with this event you can make a lot of gold. This event is none other than the Timewalking event for Wrath of the Lich King. So as you know, during some Timewalking events, you are able to do the dungeons and also the raids. And here for Wrath of the Lich King, you will be able to do Ulduar. What is interesting with Ulduar, and this is very similar to Firelands and the Timewalking event for Cataclysm, is the fact that some of the boss drops are actually BOEs, and it means that these different items will have an eye level of 415, and you will then be able to upgrade them. And so these items are going to be very valuable, especially because some of these items include, for instance, some weapons. And as you can see, there are no weapons that you can get in Dragonflight with a good eye level and that you can then sell in the auction house. Same with, for instance, all the different rings and all the different necklaces and also the different cloaks. So this is why this is a really good opportunity to get some of these BOEs that you will then probably be able to sell for hundreds of thousands of gold. For instance, during the one for Cataclysm, you were able to get a couple of weapons and also a few other BOEs. And I personally sold 4 of these weapons for 1 million gold each. And so this is definitely something that, trust me, will sell, even if it's not for 1 million, for at least a few 100,000 gold. So these are all the different BOE items that you will be able to get. Basically, normally you should have 2 per bosses. The only bosses that don't have any BOE items are Algalon and Yogg-Saron. Keep in mind, on Yogg-Saron, you will have a small chance at getting the Mimirion's head mount. And if you manage to do that, then as there is no the cross-realm trading option, you will be able to sell it to another member of your party. And so this is something, if you don't need a mount or if you already have it, that you should keep in mind, because you might be able to make some extra gold with that. But these are not the items we're after. So let's start with the first boss, the Flame Leviathan. For this one, you will be able to get 2 items, this helm right here and also these different bracers. So here, as you can imagine, these are not really the items we're after, because it's pretty simple to still get some of these different 415 items with the new patches, and especially with patch 10.1.7. But for instance, if I go here and you go in cloth, you can see that you have, for instance, one of these bracers, and then in plate, there is also one of these helms. So for instance, this boss is really not going to be good. Then after that, we have the second boss, and this is Ignis, the Furnace Master. With Ignis, we have this chest plate right here, and also these different bracers for mail. Here again, if you go and you check, for instance, mail, you will see that you have no wrist pieces for this. So as you can imagine, it means that these might actually sell for quite a lot of gold. And then if you go on plate, you can see that there are no chest piece. So again, something that probably will also be able to sell for quite a lot of gold. After that, we have Razor Scale. So on Razor Scale, we will have more wrist item, this one right here, and also the legs for leather. Then after that, on XT002, we will have the wrist for plate this time, and also a ring. So this is where we're starting to have really interesting items. So this ring is again BOE, as you can see, and it will be 415. And again, we really don't have a lot of options for rings. The only one that we had was from the Vault of the Incarnates, the first raid. But as you can see, on most realm now, there are none available, and especially the maximum eye level was way lower than 415 that can still be upgraded. So this is one of the first items that is going to be really interesting and that you will probably be able to sell for a lot of gold. After that, we have the Assembly of Iron. On this one, we have a cloak. Again, a very interesting item, because we didn't have any BOE's cloak from all the different raids so far in Dragonflight. And then we also have the chest right here for leather. After that, we have Kodogarn. So Kodogarn will drop the leggings for male and also another back piece. So again, these different cloaks are extremely good and I'm sure they will sell for quite a lot of gold. Then after that, we have Oraya. So Oraya will drop this headpiece for cloth and also the waist for leather. Then after that, we have Odir, and Odir is the best boss in the raid because you will be able to get a shield. Again, shields are extremely rare and they sell also for a lot of gold. So trust me, if you manage to get your hands on this one, you will probably be able to sell it for a lot of gold. And with that, it also drops this finger, so the signet of winter. So this one is really going to be an extremely good boss if you want to make some gold, because again, you have two really good BoE items that can drop from Odir. Then after that, we have Thorim. From Thorim, you will be able to get the hands for cloth and also the leggings for cloth. Then after that, we have Freya. Freya is also really interesting because this is the only boss that will drop a BoE necklace. And again, this is something that we haven't had the option to sell on the auction house so far. So the maximum high level you can get for the different necklaces right now is 379. So as you can imagine, probably a lot of people are going to be willing to spend a lot of gold in order to get a 415 high level that they can buy directly from the auction house. After that, we have Mirmiron. So on Mirmiron, we will have this overcloak and also this waist for plate. And then finally, on General Vezax, we will have the leggings for males and also the wrists for levers. So as you can see in total, we have a lot of different BOEs. And keep in mind, all of them will be 415 high level, and you will then be able to upgrade them like a regular BoE from the different raids from Dragonflight. So as a quick recap, the main items that you're after include this shield right here. Also all the different rings, because the rings are going to be extremely good. Then we have all the different cloaks. So here you have quite a lot of them actually. And also you have the necklace right here. So these are all the different BOEs that I really do believe will sell for a lot of gold. Keep in mind, you can do it once per character during this event. So any characters that you can do that with, try to do it. Keep in mind also that these different loot will be based on the class that you're playing. So for instance, if you want to get the shield, you will need to do it on a character that can actually use a shield. And same with all these other items. For instance, this one, as there is agility on it, you will need to play with a class that will be able to then use agility. When it comes to how you can find a group, I would say the easiest is to go here in the pre-made group and you want to go in the raid and you want to type Ulduar or just Timewalking, and usually you will have a lot of these groups available. Or you also want to go in the custom search at the bottom of the page. And here again, normally you should be able to find quite a lot of these different groups in order to then have a chance at getting these different BOEs. Finally, keep in mind again that with cross-realm trading, you will be able to then sell them on any realms. So for instance, if you're playing on a very low pop realm and there is probably not a lot of people who will be willing to spend 1 million gold on a shield or something like that, what you can do is simply transfer it on another high pop realm, try to check where there is not a lot of competition, and then you can sell it on this realm. Like that, you will have a better chance at selling it faster and for a better price. And of course, my last recommendation is to simply also track the auction house on all the different realms in your region in order to see if sometimes people are selling some of these items for a really cheap price. When that's the case, just buy them and then wait for the value to be very high in order to sell them. Keep in mind again, right now, this event will only be up for 1 week, and after that, you won't be able to do this event for at least a couple of months. So if people don't manage to get these items before that, they won't be able to farm them again. This is why these items will remain valuable and pretty rare overall. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I really hope you will be able to make some gold with all these different items. I will be back very soon, hopefully. And in the meantime, I wish you all a great launch of patch 10.1.7. Bye!